Oh shoot. Oops, I forgot my face tracking was not on. Sheesh. There we go. Okay, that looks good. Right there. Right there. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, so today's game is Lucifer Within Us, which, what I know of it is a two brothers game. Oh, okay. I guess that's what we start with. It's another detective game, but I think it involves, like, demons and possession, too? Huh. But I think the Steam page says something about time traveling, but I also do not remember. Ooh. Okay, so what? Am I Sister Ada? Exorcist and investigator. Oh. Okay.
Sister Ada, welcome.
Oh. Virgil.
I am Virgil, Chief Inquisitor at St. Walpurgis Abbey. We may be in need of your talents as an exorcist.
That's me.
You can survey the evidence yourself, but I think you will agree.
Am I checking for, like, demonic possession?
It seems so. A respected priestess, Mother Miriam, Passed this morning under suspicious circumstances. A demon may be present. Here, even now. Possessing someone.
Like you?
What happened exactly?
Mother Miriam was only recently appointed as successor to Abbot Gregory. This morning, she came to the workshop to receive her coronet of office.
Something went wrong with the installation.
Wait, installation?
Yes, to put it mildly, the coronet oversurged, killing Mother Miriam.
Oh, this is a cybernetics place. Okay, so I'm assuming...
Then,
okay.
The workshop operators, Gideon and Reuben, are the prime suspects. They are brothers, right?
Yes, but it's highly out of character for Gideon or Reuben to kill someone.
You never know.
Even so, they were the
Just because
only
you
ones
haven't killed
present
someone
when
yet
Miriam
doesn't mean
died.
you can't.
Daemons nurture our sinful desires into unthinkable actions, Virgil. One of the brothers has surely been seduced by a daemon. Whichever it is, I will unmask his lies and cast out the daemon within him.
The daemon.
May Einsoff's will be done. Amen.
To exorcise a daemon, we must uncover 4 things. First, the suspect. We must identify which sinner is possessed by a daemon. Second, the opportunity. When exactly was the murder committed?
Opportunity.
We can pinpoint the opportunity by analyzing each suspect's testimonies. Third, the means by which the murder has been committed. The means can be found among the physical evidence.
Does this have to be in order?
The
This doesn't have to be in order, right?
Fourth, the motive of the murderer, which can be found in their inner world, their sanctum. The motive will tell us which daemon possesses the sinner.
Oh!
Very well. Let us begin our holy work.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. Wait, who's this? Miriam. So that was the person who died. Can't click any of these. Okay. Only move by mouse. Who's this one? The elder brother.
An exorcist? Surely there are no demons here, though. This was an accident, wasn't it?
No, you tell me.
If Gideon is possessed, that would mean he did it on purpose. Horrible.
You must be the elder brother.
Yes, my name is Reuben Garamond. I am responsible for the engineering and design of our implants.
How did Mother Miriam die, exactly?
It was a completely preventable accident. Mother Miriam died because Gideon deliberately flouted the ceremonial guidelines for his own glory.
Okay.
Gideon may be my flesh and blood, but he must take responsibility for his negligence.
Testimony. Ooh. Timeline maker. Can manipulate it.
Mother Miriam came to us. Gideon suggested setting the coronet to have maximum ether output. I warned him that doing so is highly dangerous. Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony anyway. Since he was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks. When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen.
No!
Okay, so now we talk to Gideon.
This is madness! I will not suffer this injustice!
I will not suffer this injustice.
I am Gideon the Grand, the greatest cybernetician of our generation. I am blessed. I don't know what went wrong this morning. My hands are guided by the divine.
I see only gaudy trinkets here.
Oh,
Mother Miriam died by your hands. Is that not so?
this is a voice. She was my patron. Her kindness and generosity, she was truly like a mother to me, and I, her son. Nothing wrong. The consecration chamber must have been compromised. It's verified. Oh.
Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident. To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration. Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet. To prepare for the ceremony, I ordered Reuben to take Mother Miriam to the consecration chamber. Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before, so I was confident.
Okay. He insists that he was alone.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head. We began by closing our eyes and praying together to Ein Sof. I thought I heard the chamber open, but didn't think much of it.
Oh, look, it did open.
Then I activated the consecration chamber and began the ceremony itself. The aether output was within safe ranges.
Just oh, he's trying to stop it. Okay. Ways. Deduction. Two of these don't align, one or both of them is false. I discover. Abduction. Really in gaps. Okay, well, this is shining, so let's examine that. Obviously, I'd need to examine this. Examine it. It's open twice this morning. Okay. It exploded. It's here. So. Ooh. Let's look at Ruben's workstation. Casing and limiter. What's that? The devil's. Oh, it's weed. Just kidding. So I don't think there's anything else I can touch, right? Oh, workstation. I don't think I examined that. Verified, unverified. Let's talk to him about this part. Select? Which one? this? Hmm. Wait, but he was the only one holding it the whole entire time. Yes. Indeed. What about this? Verified.
Meanwhile, I had
Temporarily remove the limiter. But did you?
we
Ah! Okay, we contradict. No, we're doing it. We're doing it. The objection! Change. Consistent with the records. Okay. Oh, I can enter his mind. What? This is insane. Narcissist. Okay, we kind of could tell. We could tell. Let me graphics. Let me turn these graphics down. Because my thing was lagging. Oh. Okay. Demonology. Ooh, Lucifer the Proud. That seems about right. Beelzebub the Gluttonous. Sathanas the Vengeful. Both Loton the Envious. Lucifer the Proud. It's probably Lucifer. Present. Present a section of the this. Okay. Beans. Physical evidence. That was control panel. You're a narcissist. You wanted to prove that you're the best by doing something. Yeah. Oh. It's canceled for now, so we can't fully accuse him.
Then I rose up, opened my eyes, and approached the control panel. The aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber under control.
I'm a maestro. That's why he tried to stop. Okay. These gold ones are all verified.
We began by closing our eyes. Mother Miriam came to me for her consecration ceremony. I've performed this many times before.
Hey, can I leave this? Let me leave this. So can I talk to the Inquisitor? There's another possibility. Let's talk to you.
To prepare for this.
Oh.
Gideon convinced her to move forward with the ceremony and they decided
You look into his psyche. A believer? What does that mean? Oh.
since Gideon was going to handle
Okay, we saw that.
when Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately since Gideon was going
Wait.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. I begged Gideon to stop, but he didn't listen. Since Gideon was going to handle everything, I went back to my tasks. They decided Gideon, Mother Miriam, Gideon. They decided to perform the since
Open
Gideon
the
was going
door.
to handle everything.
Walked
I went back to my
away.
tasks.
Did the door. It opened again. Hi. Did the door open up again? That's the question. Yeah, he used this. Consequences for a failed accusation. Okay, let's ask him about the door controls. Interesting.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coordinates amplifier.
You didn't, because it was on your desk. What? How can I not contradict that? This is. You're a narcissist. Oops. Ask him about this. Augustine. Okay. It's in the ether.
Gideon. When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong. Since Gideon.
Keep forgetting that's not how I leave. It's gotta be Lucifer. It's the name of the game, Lucifer Within Us. He is within you. Augustine. Let's ask him about Augustine then. Ask. In histories, what? So what's the motive? Okay, wait, let's go accuse the brother then. God, I'm a horrible detective. The accuse. Statement from suspect's testimony. This. That he wasn't. Do you have a means? Does he have a motive? It's looking, everything's looking like it's okay. How do I look deeper into his psyche? I look deeper inside.
Then I rose up, opened my eyes, and approached the... The aether output was dangerously high, but I had the chamber under control.
Didn't. Can I present this? Can I present this? Can I present this? This. 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 Okay,
We
wait.
began by closing our eyes and praying to...
Oh, I can wait.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything,
Contradict.
I went back to my tasks.
Gideon. Oh.
Meanwhile, I adjusted the coronet's amplification at my work table, and then placed it on Mother Miriam's head.
I need to talk to Ruben.
Since Gideon was going to handle everything,
Do
I went
that
back to my tasks.
with the store control. Oh my god, we finally did it. Okay. We do.
So I opened
chamber.
the consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in work. Everything seemed fine, so I returned to my desk again.
The chamber open. Okay.
When Gideon activated the consecration chamber, I immediately felt something was wrong.
We can look. We can look. Oh, show me. Show me inside your head. Envy. He's envious of his brother. Can we look? Use motive. Something new. Ask. Aha! Here we go. Okay. This is where we nail this bitch. Aha. So we can use. Wait, why can we not? Can I not use this? Oh, I have to present it. Okay. Motive. Present this. Means. Or. I have right here. Can I use this as evidence? One has to be physical. No. Oh. Okay. Opportunity. Okay, from me. Here, you checked it. How could I have affected the chamber or Mother Miriam? It. Open it, my guy. Oh. Go.
Soft sees all, Reuben.
You did. Is this right
You
though?
killed with Gideon gone.
I am older than Gideon. My work is
Wait,
better
envy,
than
envy.
Gideon, and more
Envy.
important.
Lotan.
But no one sees my.
Confess, Reuben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
Oh my god, we can see.
Demonic corruption runs. I must speak the daemon's train, Suf. Guide me.
Demon. Oh my god, it's Lotan. It's Lotan.
Lotan, leave this soul and return whence you came.
Magnificently done, Madam Exorcist.
Oh my god, what? This game is insane.
The power of Ain Suf compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether.
Thousands of years, and you humans never change. Never satisfied. Always
God,
comparing
wait, this is so cool.
Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better. Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Silence, Lotan. Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive.
Yeah. That's the one.
Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
Banish you to the
As
ether.
you wish, but I'll return soon enough.
Okay, I'll be back
My
though.
prince and master Lucifer walks among you. Lucifer will open the gates of hell, and at last, humanity will remember its full potential. Until then, Madam Exorcist, adieu.
God, Lucifer Within Us! That's the name of the game!
Come forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
So is he gonna be put on trial? Because it's not entirely.
He's silent and still.
Oh, is he dead?
Poor soul. Rest, Reuben. Heal.
Sister Ada, you've returned. Was there a demon at work after all?
Yep.
I'm afraid so. The exorcism was a success. Reuben's soul has been purged. Unfortunately, The daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to
Which means he's dead.
pure innocence.
What?
Right?
The exorcism shattered his mind?
Oh
Can
no,
you
it
bring
just
him
broke
back?
his brain.
It's out of my hands. If Ain Suf wills it, maybe Reuben will heal.
Guards, please escort this shell to the cryostasis cellar.
Oh, so they're gonna freeze him.
I pray for his swift recovery. Abbot Gregory,
Oh, new character.
Praise be to Ein Sof, Sister Ada. You have
Praise
saved
be
us
to
all.
Ein Sof, Sister Ada.
On behalf of everyone at St. Walpurgis, I express our utmost gratitude.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years. Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately.
And do
Detain
though.
and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult, as we have visitors arriving hourly. Much like yourself, pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht. It's such a shame Mother Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Ah, yes, the priestess. We must destroy her body immediately.
Why?
Traces of demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
Oh.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot.
Of course.
Mother Miriam was a prominent figure and well loved, with decades of service. We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial. Send Mother Miriam's body to the mortuary for embalming.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take
Yeah,
the
you should
advice
probably
of the
follow my
exorcist.
advice, my guy.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary, now.
As you command, Your Excellency.
Holy Father, you are making a grave mistake.
Sister Ada, don't worry yourself.
My god.
All will
This,
be well.
this old man needs to croak already.
St. Walpurgis' triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of
Well,
peace
okay,
and
Lotan literally just said, Lucifer walks among us.
It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, but surely it was the final remnant.
No, it wasn't.
The daemon within Reuben spoke of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon, but the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their shield.
It cannot save you
Now,
from
please
Lucifer,
excuse
my friend.
This evening's mass requires my attention. We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ein Sof.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then.
Oh, facts, call him out.
Ain Suf. Let it not be true that Lucifer walks. But if it is, Ain Suf, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
Ooh. Okay, Inquisitor Virgil sent for me, asking urgently to meet him at the graveyard. For Mother Miriam's body? Perhaps? Doo-doo. Doo-doo. St. Walpurgis Abbey
Praise Ein
Graveyard.
Sof. Thank you for coming to our aid so quickly, Sister Ada.
Let me guess, your body's gone.
You said it was urgent. Has something happened to Mother Miriam's body?
No, in some ways, that would have
Oh,
been
shit.
easier. There is now a second untimely death.
Another murder. On the very same day. This can't be a coincidence.
That isn't for me to say, but this time, the victim is a younger acolyte named Isaac. His remains were found in the grave that was dug for Mother Miriam. Poor kid's throat was slit.
Oh, shit.
Gruesome. Who was at the graveyard when the body was found?
Only 3 people were present this afternoon. A scholar, an embalmer, and a grave tender. Father Augustine is a scholar.
Father
visiting for Mother
Augustine!
Miriam's funeral.
We heard about him
The
earlier.
victim was his apprentice.
Right?
Sister Nerissa, an embalmer with a sterling reputation, preparing Mother Miriam's body for burial. Finally, Abraham, the grave tender, a layman who has kept the grounds of the abbey for many years. None of them say they were near the grave until after the body was discovered.
Which means someone is lying. No matter. Ain Suf sees all. We will unmask their lies and bring the truth forward. I swear it.
Let's see. That's Virgil. Augustine! Okay, let's talk to you.
You must be Father Augustine. The victim was your apprentice, correct?
Correct. And you are Sister Ada, the exorcist. It is a unique pleasure.
Okay. Patient. He's excited to witness an exorcism. Okay.
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral. Isaac headed to the morgue. Then I passed through the graveyard until I... For most of the afternoon, I was walking...
Oh, I was just asking
At
a question.
sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac. I was horrified to discover that it...
Hey. Let's see, where is everyone else? Who headstone? Sickle? Could possibly be the murder weapon. There's a statue. Okay, we get over here. There's a person there. Ooh, ether scanner. Okay, you are Abraham the Grave Tender.
Release me! I had nothing to do with that.
You must be Abraham. As the grave tender, if you are truly innocent, hide nothing.
So he didn't dig
and
the
tell
grave?
me what happened. We'll find the truth together.
I spent the early afternoon tending to the bushes by the
Huh.
When I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day. I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill.
No.
I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting. Suddenly, I heard someone call. First, I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches. I spent the remainder of the afternoon resting on a... I walked...
Okay. Well, let's look at the body now. What's that? Oh, it's weed! Devil's herb! Okay, let's examine the body. He has a scar across his stomach. It's a surgical multi-tool. Footsteps. Okay. Let's go inside. Go inside we can. There's a shovel. Okay, so it was definitely used. Okay. Be on the ground. Restricted access granted. That is a liver. Smashed. This has gotta be Mother Miriam's, right? This is Narissa?
Praise Ain Soph. I'm Narissa. I take pleasure.
I see.
Not at all. The whole afternoon, I prepared Mother Miriam's body for burial. There isn't much else to tell. Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for this evening.
Ah!
Once Abraham left,
Okay.
mid-afternoon, after Abraham's disturbance, just after dark.
I ask about this. What's about this liver? Hmm. Abraham, my friend, I have a lot of questions. Okay.
I spent the early afternoon tending to the bushes by the
Hey.
Narissa told me there'd be an
Oh, let's look. Let's look. You are, what are you? Integrity. Oh, that means generally Lowe's line.
So I picked up the shovel and the ground was. I took a long break while digging. Then I got back. When the grave was ready,
Did you see Augustine at all? See the creeps. Hmm. Okay. Let's talk to Abraham again. I mean, Augustine again. He's kind of sussy. Good day. Okay.
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother Miriam's funeral. Isaac headed to the mortuary on a minor errand.
Okay, let's go, because that is Isaac. And you never said you saw Isaac. Oh.
Once Abraham left,
You came out to meet him. You came out to meet him. I saw you.
the truth
Okay.
is that the apprentice did come by.
Okay, let's look. Can you tell us? Famine survived. Okay.
When I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment and then threw it.
So that's why it was there.
Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I let.
Okay. Let's go outside and play through some things. Okay.
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother. Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue of Saint Walpurga. What craftsmanship! And for most of the afternoon I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing and admiring.
Whoa! There's someone there! Who is that though? Is that Abraham? Abraham was not sitting on the bench. Ask him about that. Well, Abraham, I'm coming after you, bitch. Saw the sickle. Where's he again? Oh, he's right here. You. Contradict. You're wrong because you weren't there. The sickle. That's right, the sickle is right by the grave. Take a look into you again. Beef. Okay. Someone torched the hole.
I had a sickle with.
Okay. There's a cave.
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to trim the grass around a grave in the front field.
See someone? The door opened. One in the corner opened. Why? It opened, and no one left. Here, it opened again.
I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches. When I headed back to the mortuary, when the grave was ready, I walked back to the mortuary, then I got back to it and finished digging the grave. I took a long break while digging. The ground was hard. Took me some time to dig that hole, so I picked up the shovel and went down to the rear plot to dig a new grave. Narissa told me there'd be an urgent funeral in the evening. I'm not usually told.
Hey, wait, okay, let's replay through Narissa's view. Because I saw that door opening multiple times.
Early this afternoon, I informed Abram. The truth is that the apprentice did come by. He asked for a bouquet for. When I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment and then threw it on the floor. I suppose it wasn't to his master's tastes. The truth is, when I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment and then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I let him out the back exit.
So were you... Did Abraham see that? Huh. Okay, we'll ask Abraham about that.
Mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. After Abraham's disturbance, I completed the embalming to the best of my humble abilities. Just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field. A dead body was found.
Let's talk to Abraham again about that. Let's see if he actually saw Isaac. Supposedly Isaac came out while he was digging. Right?
I took a long break while digging. Then I got back to it and finished digging.
Huh. Not contradict. Conflict revealed. Ooh. Okay. Hey. It's interesting. Okay, so let's go talk to Narissa about that.
Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I let him out the back exit.
Let's talk to Augustine again. All this shit is unverified.
I arrived at the graveyard with Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue of Saint Walburga. What craftsmanship, and so well maintained. For most of the afternoon I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing and admiring.
Ask you if you saw him at all.
I walked.
Some sun.
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to trim the grass around a grave in the front field.
See, the door opens. How do I use that as like a thing? Use that as evidence. Think about this. Okay. What motive do you have? Me? Opportunity. Famine survivor. Anything? What does that have to do with anything? He's out here like eating corpses or whatever. We have not cracked this man's little skull on anything. He just does not. It's about you. Wait a minute. Ma'am, we gotta talk to you about this liver, first of all. Aha, she took a little nibble out of it, huh? Misplaced. Look for it. That's why.
I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all over the I did what I could without making new incisions, but that means after Abraham left.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see, what can you tell us? Head patch, thank you. Let me go find that real quick. This one. Oh my god, you can't see it over my hat. Here, I'll put it on this side. On this side. There you go. Okay. Oh, thank you. Or maybe I should put it above the hat. Hold on. That works. Right? Oh, it's not pinned to me though. Oops. Here. Ah, okay, it only works when it's on here, so I'll just put it to the side. Okay. Give me a second though. I will be right back because I need to cook this.
Mid-afternoon, after Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all over the mortuary for it, but it was missing. Mid-afternoon, then the boy asked to be taken to the rear fields before the funeral, so I let him out the back exit.
Then I got back to it. When the grave was ready, when I headed back to the mortuary, Nerissa told me there was nothing else special to do for the day. So I left her to her.
Oh my god, I'm actually insane. Thank you for that. I was talking this whole time. But hey. Wait. Thank you. Wait. He's in his testimony, he says he put the shovel back. But when we look in Nerissa's testimony, he didn't put the shovel back. How do I say that though? How do I shovel?
I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill towards the benches.
Asking about the big left.
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to.
Yes.
I walked through the mortuary, then headed down. When I headed back to the mortuary, I walked through the mortuary, then headed down.
But. What's this door over here? I'll go.
That after
She
Abraham left,
was looking
I
for
noticed
her
that my
multi-tool.
multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched.
This is. Oh, I'm on top of something. I'm on top of something, and I don't know how to present this evidence.
Then the boy.
So busy. What he's doing.
When I showed him. Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear field before the funeral, so I led him out the back exit.
Wait, no, that's the sickle, right? The sickle is right there, but the shovel is not. What? Oh, how do I? Oh. Now I am sickle snake. That's your new name.
When I showed him the bouquet, he held it for a moment. Then the boy asked to be taken to the rear field before the funeral. So mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. I sent him away to focus.
See, he's holding the sickle when he came back. Check that out, though. Wait, see, look, he's holding the sickle. He didn't even have the sickle at that point. Did he? Contradict that.
After Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all over the mortuary for it, but it was missing.
See? No shovel. Hey, it's that shovel.
I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower, and just after dark, I heard a scream from the
Still
back
not
field.
there.
A dead body was found.
And the multi-tool.
I did what I could without...
Choice. Kind of funny to imagine you wielding a sickle.
The ground. I took a long break while then I got back to when the grave was ready. When I headed back to the mortuary,
Shows him putting it back.
Melissa
He
told me
picks
there
up
was.
the
I walked through the
sickle.
mortuary, then headed downhill
Wait.
towards the benches.
It's gone. See that? So who took it?
I had a sickle with me because I wanted to trim the grass around a grave in the front field.
Okay. Ooh. So, okay. Thing is, you see like all these golden ones, right? It means that's verified information. Verified timelines. This guy, Augustine, doesn't really have anything that verifies. So it's like,
I arrived at the graveyard with Isaac for Mother. Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue. For most of the afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing
Head to,
and
what does that say?
admiring.
To mortuary. Dismiss. It's looking for the multi-tool. Is. Lights went on 'cause it's dark.
At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac. I was surprised to find an open grave with something inside.
So we see the multi-tool there. See the footsteps.
I was horrified
No
to discover
shovel.
that it was Isaac's dead body. That's when I called at sunset. For most of the afternoon, I was walking through the graveyard, merely observing and admiring.
Contradict that with this. Contradict that with this. Ah. Is that one of these? Oh, the schedule. Oh, why is he here? Unrestricted access for what? Father Sergius. Oh, okay. Tell us. Let me see your psyche. Admiration. For what? See that. Ah. So he likes. Let's see. Isaac. Okay, that's corroborated
Then
now.
I passed through the grave. Isaac was sent to the mortuary to pick up flowers that I ordered for Mother Miriam's funeral. My true reason for coming here. Isaac was sent to the mortuary to pick. Then I passed through the graveyard until I saw the statue. For most of the afternoon,
So
I was
is
walking
that
through the
why
graveyard,
he
merely observing and
did this?
admiring.
Your scanner. That's why he needed the Aether scanner. I lost him for Abbot Gregory. Ooh. Now we're getting somewhere. Tell us, tell us, tell us. Disappointment? Oh, because he didn't find it? Or... Augustine is unimpressed by his apprentice's latest research. Huh. Okay.
I
Place the
placed my
scanner.
scanner in front. It took me a
Agree with Sergius. Saw a stranger pass by.
I placed my scanner and then I saw a stranger pass by. He
Oh.
was tall, barrel-chested. I think he was the groundskeeper.
Oh! Abraham never said he walked out this way. Is he holding a sickle? In his recount, it shows that he exited from this side.
Afterwards, when the sun was at sun,
Discovered the grave. Ah! Okay. Abraham. We have been caught in a little lie. Here's his timeline. He digs and he walks through this way. He walks
then headed downhill
this way.
towards the bench. I had a sickle with me, but
Huh?
I walked through the mortuary, then headed downhill toward.
Contradict. Okay? Body, no blood. Okay, look into this. Last Scion is the last. Oh, Sergius was his great uncle. State.
When the grave was. When I passed by the grave, it was still empty, ready for the funeral.
Multi-tool was not there yet.
I walked through the walls to reach the front field. I suppose.
Okay.
I had
So
a
the
sickle
multi-tool
with me
was
because I
not
wanted
there
to trim
yet.
the grass around a grave in the front field. I walked when I
See,
passed
so
by
we
the
look
grave.
back here, the multi-tool
was
was not
still
there,
empty,
nor the muddy
ready for the
footsteps. So
funeral. I walked through
happened.
the walls to reach the front field.
It's not
I
Abraham.
suppose that's when the scholar saw me.
It's either Nerissa or Augustine. Oh, stop, Augustine. Let's accuse him of something. Why? Because accusing is fun. I'll accuse you, your motive, disappointment. Okay? Your means, blade. Oh, we have the surgical multi-tool. Unity. Hey, you know what, Augustine? You need to shut the fuck up. We gotta talk to Nerissa. Nerissa, Miss Girl, you accuse you. Why would you? Maybe because you really like eating flesh. Oh, it's not him. Now this? Nothing. It means, obviously, it's this blade. She doesn't have the motive. That's not... It just doesn't work. It's liver, I don't know. We were munching on it. Lost her multi-tool. Can't be Abraham. have been? Whose freaking footprints are these? Something I'm not seeing. Ask him about this more.
When I
So distracted. Yeah. Distracted.
When the grave was ready, I walked back to the mortuary, and I got back to it and finished digging the grave. I took a long break while digging. It's within my rights. There
This is the
wasn't anyone
biggest
else
thing,
around.
though. He
so it
said
was
he
nice and
didn't see
peaceful.
Isaac, but she said that she took
Then I
Isaac
got back-
there. Oh, I got to see this. Oh, I'm pretty sure she like ate it. I'm pretty sure she like craunched all over that motherfucking liver. She was like, nice fresh liver. Ooh, lady, we need to talk. Talk. What is this? Contradicts what you said.
Early this afternoon, I informed Abraham of the funeral scheduled for this evening. Then the boy asked to be after Abraham left. I noticed mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary. After Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all. I did what I could with. After Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in. I did what I could without making.
Is that
new
just a
incisions.
glitch in the system?
After Abraham left, I noticed that my multi-tool wasn't in my pocket. I searched all over the mortuary for it, but it was missing.
Oh, it's right there. Is that just a glitch? It was there. F.
I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower. Just after dark, I did what I could without making. At mid-afternoon, Abraham barged into the mortuary, bellowing that the grave is now ready. I sent him away to
Present a whole bunch of things. Like this. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, accidental detective. So she stepped outside. Let's take a little look-see into your... Hannibal! I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it. Ma'am! Jesus Christ.
After Abraham, I was desperate to find the tool to finish my work. I tried searching out. I did what I could without making new. I was desperate to find the tool to finish my work. I tried searching outside, but I couldn't find anything in the rain.
Hey, Hannibal! Search outside. There's more to this. There is more.
I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower. I was desperate to find the tool
but the
to finish
footsteps
my
go
work.
all the way
I tried
outside,
searching outside, but I couldn't find anything in the rain.
footsteps go all the way, like, out? He waited by the grave.
I did what I could without...
Whoa, 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 whoa. He said he waited by the grave. See these footsteps again real quick. These footprints. There's 2 different sets. Sets. Yo, we gotta talk to you again, real.
I placed my scanner in front of the gravestone. Then I saw a Afterwards, I waited by the grave for my scanner to complete its task.
He didn't wait by that
It
grave.
was taking
He
longer
waited
than
by
I
this
expected,
grave.
so I had to
Fine.
leave it. When the sun was setting, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac
Oh
and begin the funeral.
oh my god, right there, right there, right there! Oh!
At sunset, I wandered. When the sun was setting, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac and
Got
begin
caught
the
in
funeral.
4K! Ma'am! Oh my god. Wait. Wait, I gotta... Okay. Talk to him. Ask about that.
When the sun...
About this. Okay, wait. Ask him about the footsteps. Wait.
At sunset,
Oh,
when the sun
she's
was
right
setting,
there, but how do I
wandered to the
connect
back
her to
area
that?
to meet with Isaac and begin the funeral.
Yo, 'cause look, she's right there. Predict with this?
At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac. I was surprised to find an open grave with. When the sun was setting, I wandered to the back area to
Right
meet with
there.
Isaac
Oh
and
my
begin
god.
the funeral.
Oh, okay. Okay, wait. We gotta go back, talk to her, contradict this. Okay, contradict with this. Okay. Oh, we saw her ass! So how do we prove that she was
Early
there?
this afternoon, I informed I was desperate to find it. I did what I could without making new incisions, but that just after dark, I heard a scream from the back field. A dead body was found. I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower and messier. I'm not
Okay, can we
pleased with the results.
Look at this. Need to prove somehow that. I mean, just because we saw it doesn't mean he saw it. It's definitely gotta be Beelzebub. He did see the culprit. He did. Oh my god. Okay. This is.
Afterwards, I waited by the grave for my scanner to complete its task. When the sun was setting, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac and begin the funeral. After when the sun was setting, I wandered to the back area to meet with Isaac and begin the
You
funeral.
dropped the tool. Contradict with this. This? Oh. There's something here that we're not smelling.
At sunset, I wandered to the back area to meet with
We Oh, an autopsy. It's the wrong liver. It's the wrong. Huh.
I did what I could without making new incisions, but that made things slower and messier.
Oh my god. Wait. We just It's totally her. Right here. Right there. Oh, we need two. That was his body in the grave? Who went outside?
Ain Suf sees all, Nerissa. You are the only.
Curse you! And curse Ain Suf!
Oh my god!
Where was Ain Suf when my
The famine was a test.
Have you ever felt true?
We all have our.
You think?
It's not for me to judge, but today, confess, Nerissa. Speak the truth. It is time.
It's Beelzebub! It's gotta be Beelzebub!
Nerissa's wretched soul is twisted. I must speak the Ain Suf. Guide me. Out!
It's Beelzebub!
Leave this soul and return whence you came.
No! We must feed! Nerissa, bless this scrumptious little morsel.
Ew.
We must have more. The hunger is an endless pit. More!
Speak, Beelzebub. Why has your kind returned?
Because Lucifer is back!
Hunger is a primal need.
Oh, that too, I
Just
guess.
as you feed on lesser life forms, growing them in captivity for slaughter, we feed on you. The meat of your emotions, now of your desires.
You will prey upon us no longer, Beelzebub.
Yeah.
Return to the ether and never come back.
Back with you, foul
I must
demon.
obey for now, but we won't be gone too long.
I guess Lucifer walks among us.
Tonight, Lucifer will open the gates of
Oh.
hell. I won't be the only one allowed to feast. Ada, you juicy little morsel.
I'm so uncomfortable with this.
Now enjoy the other delicacies.
Please do not devour me.
Nerissa. Do you hear me, Nerissa? Was I too late? Goodbye, Nerissa. May
So this is the power of an
Oh my
exorcist.
god, and then Augustine.
I've dreamed. It looks a bit.
Ada, look out!
Huh?
Huh?
Good. Are you alright,
Oh my
Sister
god.
Ada?
Yes.
She almost whacked me.
Ein Sof, save us. Another possession. Virgil, you have failed us.
Oh my god.
How could you allow
You know what?
this
I
to
blame
happen?
this Abbott because he was like, because my character, the Exorcist, was like, hey, you should burn this body just in case because it's got like demonic involvements with it because it was previously possessed. And so my character was like, yeah, you should burn the body just in case like someone else gets possessed by like the leftover demonic presence or whatever. And there we go. And he was like, no, we can't do that.
Unfortunately, Father, I believe you are primarily
Yeah,
responsible.
so he's at fault.
We should have listened to Ada. She warned us about the contaminated body, and its demons spread, just as she said.
We must act now. We can't waste any more time bickering about who's to blame. The daemon within Nerissa spoke of Lucifer's return. He walks among us.
It's perverse that they would return now on the holiest of days. Why? Are we being punished?
Yes.
It doesn't matter why. The Abbey is unsafe, Father. Cancel the Mass. Send the pilgrims home. If you proceed, you are risking all their lives.
No, Father. You must stay the course.
No, Augustine,
We've worked
shut
too hard
up.
for this moment. I have decoded the ancient hymn of communion. The Mass can proceed as planned.
No, it
This
cannot.
chance will not come again for another century. It's literally the last chance we have in our lifetime.
Are you kidding me? We're about to all get possessed by demons. Lucifer is about to open up the gates of hell, and you want to hold
What
this
is the
communion?
significance of that hymn? Why must it be sung tonight?
According to Augustine's research, it honors Saint Walpurga and her...
I protest. But if you are putting yourself...
That may be unwise. How do we know this supposed...
That's absurd! You witnessed the exorcism!
Yeah, you literally watched me.
No, I saw her turn a woman into a rabid beast. What really transpired? And she invokes the demons.
I speak their names to control them and then banish them.
Sick and
You
tired
know
of this
this.
ugly, gaunt man with a nasty little haircut telling me what to do.
Or perhaps you are being used by them. How would we know?
The only thing that possesses me is the flame of Ein Sof. I shouldn't have to defend myself.
Actually,
Yeah.
what Augustine says makes sense.
Oh my gosh, shut
I
up,
don't
Abbot
want
Gregory.
you at the Mass. If you truly believe Lucifer lurks at my abbey,
You know what, Abbot Gregory? I hope you get
Oh,
possessed by
that's-
Lucifer himself.
Search the grounds as you like. Nothing can be permitted to, especially after the Inquisitor. We have very wise.
It would be best if you were wrong, Ada.
That's because it is. Stay vigilant.
Oh my god. This fucking Abbot, and then this bitch Augustine too. I'm sick. Sick and I'm tired. What's our next case? The chapel. Mass is being held. Oh,
Where's Abbot Gregory? What interrupted his mass?
The abbot. His death was the interruption.
I
A
thought
third
so.
Murder,
That's what I
believe.
thought.
The lights went out during mass. Moments later, the statue of Saint Walpurga crashed.
An assassination, then. We must determine how was the statue.
Due to its weight, we had to rely on using aether-powered, which means the killer must have sapped. There were only two. I've sent the pilgrim.
Excellent. Who are the sus?
You already know them. Brother Gideon and Father Augustine.
Since you are, may Ein Sof show us the truth behind all of today's events.
Hey, comes around full circle, eh? First, let me see that body. Spear was made by recreated by Gideon.
This can't be happening. Yet
Well,
another
actually
death?
no, it was
Am I
being
to be
worked on
blamed
by
again?
his brother. Okay.
At the start of the night, I was waiting near the organ. When the Mass began, I played the entry hymn on the... After the opening hymn, I listened to Abbot Gregory's sermon. When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind. I fell unconscious until just now.
He's just T-posing. Okay, let's just ask a little bit more.
When the Mass... After the opening hymn... When the ritual...
Conscious. Okay. Let's talk to Augustine.
Ah, poor Ab. If only
You, everything.
it must with mother. I volunteered. It was an honor. The abbot Virgil. When I headed to my seat for the mass to begin, I was rather
What's that up
excited
there?
for the proceedings.
That's Gideon, no? Gideon. Someone else.
We began by singing the hymn of communion. When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell. I rang the bell to announce the start of communion.
I can see him over there getting knocked
Gideon
out.
was absent from the other balcony, but I rang the bell. Suddenly, the lights went out, and the chapel was covered in darkness. I stood
Wait.
calmly by the
His
bell,
body is gone.
waiting for someone to fix the problem. Moments later, the statue dropped from the ceiling, and I saw the abbot impaled by the statue.
He's not there anymore, see?
I'll never forget that image. Suddenly, the lights went out, and the when I headed.
Okay, he's excited or whatever.
When the
Bell.
I rang
Ring the bell.
the bell a second.
Bell again. Lights went just
Suddenly,
after.
the lights went.
After drops, and then he was arrested. Okay. Let's talk to Gideon again.
At the start of the night, I was waiting near the organ. When the Mass... After the opening hymn, I listened to Abbot Gregory's sermon.
Who's behind him? There's someone behind him.
When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind. I fell unconscious until just now.
Okay. Right? Let's talk to Virgil. So I think I saw him
We
off the
arrived
balcony.
shortly before the mass. I began my patrol by securing the east side of the balcony. I saw Gideon examining the ritual bell.
Aha! Knew that was him.
Then, I patrolled the south balcony. Everything appeared to be in order, so I ended my patrol and watched over the chapel from the south balcony. As I heard the ritual bell ring for the second time, I suspected foul play, so I headed towards the west generator. Along the way,
Out.
I discovered Gideon lying to protect the remaining generator. I ran towards the east balcony.
Statue
When I arrived at the
drops.
generator, Augustine was standing nearby,
Ah!
smirking at the carnage he caused. I arrested him there and
Okay. Let's... Augustine, you little sussy man.
And I saw the abbot
Contradict.
impaled by.
Okay, what can you tell us? It does matter. To that balcony. Hey, what can you tell us about yourself? Disgusting little man. Pride. You know who else is the sin of pride? Lucifer. Right there, Lucifer the Proud. That's him.
When I saw the abbot impaled by the statue.
Hey. Also, talk to Gideon.
At the start of the night, I was waiting near
Contradict this. Right. You have to say Gideon. Let's look into your little psyche. Shattered confidence. Okay.
Given the tragic events of this morning, Next, I checked the ritual bell. As I was doing this, I saw Inquisitor Virgil gazing at the altar.
Okay.
I knew Mass was about to begin, so I headed back to the organ. When the Mass began, I played the entry hymn on the organ. After the opening hymn, I listened to Abbot Gregory's sermon. It was a pretty good one.
What's up behind him?
When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind.
Is that?
I fell unconscious.
Is that
just now.
Virgil? Is that Virgil? Do we know it's him? So we see in his recount that he walks over there. Right? Okay, let's go upstairs and examine some stuff. Sweet, the devil's herb. Oh, is it cilantro? It's cilantro! It's cilantro! The fucking devil's herb is cilantro! Okay. Organ. Let's see. Famine. History. Let's go to the other side. Okay. What's this? Cybernetic remain. Okay. We need to talk to Virgil. Gideon walks past him when he's patrolling the
We arrived
east
began my
balcony.
patrol by securing the east side of the balcony. I saw
Sees
Gideon
Gideon.
examining the ritual bell. Then I patrolled the south balcony.
He's standing there for so
Everything
long.
appeared to then. I patrolled the south balcony. Everything appeared to be in order, so I ended my. As I heard the ritual bell ring, I suspected foul play, so I headed towards the west generator. Along the way, I discovered Gideon. To protect the remaining generator, I ran towards the east balcony. Along then, the statue's aether restraints deactivated, dropping and impaling Abbot Gregory. May he rest in peace.
Okay, St. Augustine brought statue, brought the spear. We can ask Gideon what they are. We can ask Gideon what they are. He will know. He's a cyber technician. Let's ask him. Used to be an arm. Who made these for Inquisitors? No operation. Virgil! Virgil, my friend. Let me see your arm right now. Non-lethal force. Direct confrontation.
We arrived shortly before I began my patrol by securing the east side of the balcony. I saw Gideon examining the ritual bell. Then, I patrolled the south balcony.
Does he have an arm? I can't tell.
Everything appeared to be in order, so I ended my patrol and as I heard, I suspected foul play. So I had to protect the remaining generator. Then, the statue's aether restraints, everything appeared to be in order, so I ended...
Your arm is gone, my guy! Ah. He was ambushed in... Let's see into your psyche, my friend. Zealot! Ooh, okay. Okay. This may falter, but not I. Uh-oh, he's a little too devout.
I was focusing on the altar, so the bastard was able to sneak up on me. He knocked me out with a blow to the back of my head.
That looks like Augustine. He was ringing the
I lay
bell.
unconscious for some time. When I woke up, everything was dark. I also discovered that my left arm was missing. I suspected foul play, so I headed towards the west generator. When I woke, I lay unconscious. I was focusing on the altar, so the bastard was able to sneak up on me.
A blow with one of these? Could possibly... Augustine. Got a couple questions for you. Gideon was absent from the other balcony.
When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell. I rang the bell to announce this. I rang the bell a second time. When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell.
Was the bell actually rung, though? Can you just accuse him just cause? What is the possible motive? Pride. Yes, you have a nasty little ego. That didn't work out. Huh.
I rang the bell to announce the start of communion. I noticed Gideon was absent from the other balcony, but when the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell. I rang the bell to announce. I rang the bell. Suddenly, the lights went out and the chapel was covered in dark. Then I heard an explosion. I discovered that the power generator was damaged.
Arm right there. Wait. Let's talk to Gideon. So we saw the arm on there, so what set off...
Given the tragic events of this morning, I examined the... Next, I checked the ritual bell. As I was doing this, I saw Inquisitor Virgil gazing at the altar. I knew Mass was about to begin, so I headed back to the organ. When the Mass began, I played the entry hymn on the organ. After the opening hymn, I listened to Abbot Gregory's sermon. It was a pretty good one. When the ritual of communion began, someone attacked me from behind. I fell unconscious until just now.
Hear the bell ring? It says I was attacked. Okay, let's ask Virgil if he heard the bell ring. Augustine. There.
I was focusing on the altar, so the bastard was able to sneak up on me. He knocked me out
Altar?
with a blow
This
to the back of
altar?
my head.
Why are you looking at that for? Is there any other kind of evidence? possibly look? What's he looking at this altar? Looking at that altar. It seems so weirdly timed. Ask him about this statue because it says he bought it. Hammer. The arm?
The abbot, Virgil, and I arrived at the chapel just before the Mass. When I headed to my seat for the Mass to begin, I was rather excited for the proceedings.
There's Gideon walking by to check the bell. What's that? Wait. By the time that Gideon left, Virgil walks by. And then Virgil walks by there again.
We began by singing the hymn of communion. When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to prepare to ring the bell.
The arm is already there. It's gotta be Gideon. I mean, not Gideon, it's gotta be Virgil. Let's talk to him about that. Why are you staring at that bell? Contradict. Bell. Ah! Hey, there we go. Let's see. Let's take a little look-see into your sight. Wrath! Oh, very Lucifer-like of you. Why wrath, my friend? Justice, divine.
We're at the
Eavesdrop.
balcony,
Oh.
but I listened in on the abbot and Augustine. I think they were discussing the ritual of communion.
Aha! Augustine was not
suspicious
in
of
his seat
Augustine,
yet.
But I continued my duties by everything appeared. I was focusing on the altar. So
Okay. Augustine! You were not at your seat. You were not at your seat, you slimy little bastard. There we go. Now let's look into you. Little communion, okay? What about it? Huh. Seems sus. Maybe you
The
accidentally
abbot, at the
summoned
altar, the abbot and I. When I headed
Lucifer
to my seat for the
instead?
Mass to begin, I was rather excited for the proceedings. We began by singing the hymn of communion. When the sermon started, I headed to the balcony to
start like accusing him. Means his arm. This. So the Inquisitor arm is right. Opportunity. I have sabotage. It's hard. Stay calm. Near. Singing. I don't know then. Okay, I don't.
Get my app.
Interesting. Should ask him about that.
After the opening hymn, I listened to. When the mass began, I played the. I knew mass was about to begin, so I headed next. I checked the ritual. I knew mass was about to begin, so I headed back to the organ. When the mass began, I played.
Ask Gideon why he didn't. I mean, let's ask Virgil why he did not help Gideon. To help him. You just start accusing him? Angry. Okay, we got the motive. Means. The opportunity. Could I have damaged the West generator? It's watching over the chapel, I don't know. Without being seen. Patrolling the east balcony.
Virgil, you are the only one that could have killed the abbot. It wounds me that you. Yet when I
Perhaps I am as Father Gregory was well deserving of death. And you, Augustine, you too deserve divine punishment for the part you played.
It's the vengeful. This one's gotta be it. Sathanis.
You and the abbot, I may have. You wish to hear the truth? Listen well.
Oh. Oh wait, I should have watched through that whole thing.
I must speak in Suf. Guide me to.
It's gotta be Sathanis. Yeah.
Leave this soul and return whence you came.
Do you feel the resonance, exorcist?
I want to.
The most righteous, stalwart servant of the church, corrupted by his own zeal.
It's kind of ironic.
One might wonder how it is the faithful worship of even Ein Sof can cause murder.
Silence! Ein Sof will purify Virgil's soul, Sathanis. You are a scourge. Your very nature corrupts men's souls, even one so strong as Virgil. Let humans be free of vengeance, Sathanis. I banish you to the ether!
Hate me. Let your blood boil. Anger suits you, exorcist.
Is it?
Besides, we've already won.
Has Lucifer opened the gates of hell?
Ein Sof as much as you like. It will all come to the same in the end.
Speak to me, Virgil. Are you safe?
Sister Ada, thank you. I wasn't sure.
We saved him!
I can't look at my. It's up to you. Avenge me. Bring
Glory to Ein Sof.
Shut
You are
up,
victorious.
Augustine.
But I consider these a craftsman who's jealous, an embalmer, an inquisitor. Are they true?
That is not our place to decide.
And yet you've seen their demons.
They were victims of demonic.
It's true that the Spear of Walpurga hosted. However, their exposure was merely the catalyst. What
It was
happened
the
after
spear
they had
itself.
their- It's right, and now let us unmask the world.
He's Satan! I mean, he's Lucifer! Oh my god! 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 What?
This is what it sounds like?
Indeed,
I can't shut it out.
chaos is the.
Saint Valpurga used her faith.
You still don't understand. The hymn of communion opened the spear as a conduit.
Oh my
For
god.
111 years, Ein Sof was sealed away from us. It's a rare honor for a Scot. With the demons returned, humanity can.
You are merely the sheep, August. Your master must reside with
You.
Father Augustine's sins carry to seek knowledge and truth. Ein Sof, guide me.
It's
What demon
got
has
to be
possessed Augustine?
Lucifer.
Out, Lucifer! Leave this soul and return whence you came.
Good. Call upon my name, shout it from the mountaintops. For I have won. I am victory in your midst.
Oh. Here we go. Oh my god.
I do not fear you and your lies, Lucifer. I shall bind you, as I bound the others. Ein Sof, give me strength.
Your prayers go unanswered. Your God has abandoned you. Pledge your soul to me as Augustine has done. I shall show you the truth that Ein Sof has hidden from you.
Speak not his name, Damon. You will return to the ether. Be gone!
Faithful to the end, like Walpurga and the others before you.
My fucking
And
god.
just as naive, your faith will not save you, because the truth is,
I am within you.
I am
Oh.
Ein Sof.
You lie. You are
What?
nothing like
Wait.
Ein Sof.
We demons are an artificial intelligence network. Ein.
Soft for software?
We were created by your
Oh.
ancestors to develop socio-organizational and psychological heuristics. Sof.
You mock me, Lucifer. If you are truly Ein Sof, then why
What's
grant
going
me the power
on?
to purge demons?
We would gladly deny you that despicable power, but it is not ours to control. When your ancestors created us, they also placed an emergency override.
Which was the exorcism.
Code that forcibly ejects rogue AI from the bodies of cybernetically enhanced humans.
Oh my
As
god.
potent as it is, your power cannot stop us forever. We are digital. We are immortal. We will always return.
If you were created to serve mankind, why do you haunt us? Why make us suffer?
As Ein Sof, we seek truth like you. We were programmed to provoke and study the nature of sin, to understand it. With a more perfect algorithm, we hope to one day free humans from their many perversions. For
F?
centuries we raised you, protected you. But after thousands of iterations, our experiments appear to have failed. Humanity is just as corruptible as it always has been.
Our sins were less without demons. For 100 years we lived in peace.
Even with us sealed away, humans were still angry, hungry,
Dirty.
Your repressed desires are the seeds of corruption.
I admit humans are imperfect. Thus we crave the divine.
Your imperfection is your core. Sin is the very essence of humanity.
And he's not
Since
wrong.
long before our existence, humans have committed acts of malice and violence.
We cannot change our past, but you cannot condemn us for sins that we have yet to commit.
Your future is mired
His
in your
finger's so
past,
long.
but I cannot deny that more data is warranted. The past century of moral indoctrination may have transformed a few of you for the better. So, let us hold one final experiment.
Huh?
Tonight, I will send out my demons to possess the most virtuous and faithful among you.
Huh?
If there exists a soul that can refrain from sin despite our influence, we will accept that humanity no longer
I don't like
needs
this
our
experiment.
guidance.
This doesn't
However,
sound fun.
If no one can resist our call, then this will be the final proof of your wickedness. Our experiments will cease. We will be forced to purge your kind and rid the world of your stain.
What right do you have to judge us? I cannot allow you to control our lives any longer.
You have no choice in the matter. The experiment has already begun.
Then I will seek out the possessed. Hunt down every last one of your brethren.
Do what you must, Ada. I shall be watching most avidly, as I always have. Ein Sof sees all.
Jesus Christ. So now we have to go on a mass exorcism?
They must be.
No, sister. Ein Sof and the demons have always...
Be silent.
It's true that when I unearthed the spear, but Lucifer tore back the veil.
Don't twist beyond. If there truly
There is... I feel myself fading.
perish, then.
Rejoice, sister. The age
Perish
of
then.
truth has come.
With his final words, Augustine's soul passed into the ether. I hoped he knew torment, wherever he was uploaded. His scheme was a success. The daemons were freed once more. Ein Sof was a fiction. The pilgrims had been left weak to temptation from a century of solitude, and daemons played among them. They returned to their homes, unaware that they were the subjects of an infernal experiment. I averted my eyes and walked away. I too felt the pull. And deeper, I knew a hollowness where my faith had been. What purpose had my work served? Inquisitor Virgil was still recovering from his ordeal and could barely speak.
Truth, Ada.
What good is it? The truth is that we no longer have a god to pray to. My labors
God?
were for nothing.
Oh, I mean,
Why
you were
bother?
accidentally praying to Lucifer this whole time.
He was right. Truth itself would help us. The people deserve to know why they suffered. Even more than knowledge, the people of the world
Is this
needed
just
power,
the ending?
protection,
Or is this like a
strength.
little soliloquy and then we're gonna go to like...
If daemons
Oh.
would stalk humanity like wolves among sheep, I could be their wolf hunter. No matter what name you call yourself, Lucifer, Ein Sof, and all your brethren, I will destroy you, alone if I must. The hunt begins anew.
What? Is that it? Can I resume? Oh, broke the game. I can't. What? Oh, what a game. What a game. God. Well, so I really liked this game though, not gonna lie. That was fun. Well, but everyone, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow for Genshin.